Hello and welcome to Las Blancas Podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of Las Blancas Podcast. This is a small series that we have been doing during the Euros to talk about the Madridistas in action during the tournament. And today we had Group D in action, which features England, Netherlands, France, and Wales. First game was England versus Netherlands, where England absolutely thrashed Netherlands 4 goals to nil. And then in the second game, we had one of our Madridista feature in Sandie Toletti as France beat Wales 4-1. We'll talk about the second game, but let's just begin by talking a little about the first game. Did you watch the first game, Kanita, and what were your thoughts on it?
Yes, I watched it, unfortunately, because I was rooting for the Netherlands, unfortunately. So yeah, I don't know, abysmal defending. Like they forgot how to defend. I don't know what was that. Also, then I saw Damaris come on the last 5 minutes, and I'm like, wait, she was an option the whole time. I was like, what? It was 4-0 already, and it was okay. Great stuff. So much logic here, and yeah, basically the whole game, in short, was unfortunately it happened.
Yeah. I mean, I posted a couple of things during the game. Their Netherlands' first shot on target came in the 79th minute. Till that point, they had two shots in the entire game. In the first half, they had 15 passes just in the final third compared to England's 65 or something.
Yeah.
Uh, it's crazy how bad the performance was because they cannot it, they struggled with the press. They could not find passing options in midfield. Nobody was trying to pass the ball at all. Everyone was running with it. It was really bad, honestly. And the worst part is I wasn't surprised looking at that performance because I've seen Netherlands uh, during their run in at the tournament, and this side doesn't look good at all. It eh, they played Germany, right, before
Mm.
coming to the tournament as well, and absolutely got smacked. And I said it then as well because if this is the way they are going to play, they are going to get smacked again, and they got smacked again today. Uh, no pressure on the ball, no nothing. It looks they lack structure, they lack ideas, they lack everything, and it showed on the pitch. It was absolutely a dominant performance from England, and I feel like there were areas that England could still have been exploited in. One of the changes that Wiegman did after the first game was, to play Jess Carter out wide. So she brought her to play as centre back, and then Greenwood was playing as left back today. And Greenwood hasn't played left back in a while, so you could see that she was not the most confident one going forward, and she used to tuck in a little bit. So I think those areas Netherlands could have targeted, but they did nothing. So a very nothing performance from Andres Jonker's side, I think. And yeah, I mean, they head into the final game still in contention to
Mm.
make it to the knockout round. They are still not out mathematically, but with the performance that they have shown today, I don't think that it's gonna help if they play
Yeah,
like that in the final one against
they
France.
face France. Yeah.
Yeah. The second game, uh, the second game had elements which it was fun. I
Mm.
honestly like. I really enjoyed Wales's performance, because A, they were disciplined. B, there was this spirit, and the support that they had in the crowd was really amazing, dude. Like watching them whenever they run forward, they used to run with everything they had in their tanks, and to see them score their first goal in a major tournament is just amazing. One of the two debutants in Poland and Wales were the two debutants this in this edition, and Poland are yet to score a goal, and I'm so badly rooting for them to at least get one. Uh, but Wales, and the best part was the person to score that goal was Jess Fishlock. who has been around forever, who has been a champion of the game, who has led her country to such great heights, and is a revered figure all around WOSO as well. So very well deserved. Even if you are a France supporter, I think when Jess Fishlock scored that equalizer, you might be a little worried and angry on your side, but on one hand, I think you have to give it to Jess Fishlock and the achievement that this Wales side has achieved, honestly, in this period and in this tournament. It's amazing, and I was really happy to see Sophie Ingle as well coming on later on and getting to experience that that feeling. Even if you notice, when Jess Fishlock got subbed off, she went off and they were 4-1 down by that point, so they were obviously losing the game. But she went off and she was cheering the crowd on, like, come on, give us the support. And it was so, like, you feel like you want to root for them, even though they are going to lose. They are the underdogs. They don't have as much talent in their front line, and it showed in a lot of ways today. But have to give them a 10 on 10 for the effort. What did you make of the game before we talk about Sandie Toletti's performance?
Yeah, I mean that equalizer, the way they celebrated and all that, like, and then France got that penalty. I was like so sad. Even though, I kind of forgot I was rooting for France, but I saw like said I kind of sponged in that atmosphere from Wales, how they were trying. And I was actually like the first half had so many intermissions, so much stoppage, like, and the Welsh players were going all in, like, every few minutes someone was on the ground, like, but no one was subbed off. And Fishlock was on the ground a few times. She kept going, and throughout the entire first half, it was something with her. And she really kept going. She gave her all, and so did her teammates. A lot of them, like, even the 20-year-old goalkeeper also got injured at some point. And I mean, that it really felt, and the
Yeah.
fact that I forgot who I was rooting for, obviously for our player. I was like, oh damn, like, France got a penalty, and then that penalty as well, like, it went in the middle, and the goalkeeper like just touched it, but it went in, like, she dove a bit too much to the side, and she was like, oh my God, I feel so bad for her. But yeah, she's only 20. So there's like these contrasts as well. You have Fishlock, who's what, 38, right? And the the other side is the young goalkeeper who was trying her all. And yeah, she did make some mistakes. One of the goals that came come from that mistake. But I mean, come on, that was some performance, and the public, as you said, just gave their all for their players. And yeah, what a game. What a game. Especially the first half. The first half was great football.
Yeah, it was enjoyable, and it wasn't
Mhm.
like, Wales were getting absolutely smacked and they had to defend for their lives, and they were, just clearing the ball. They were attacking. Like,
Yeah.
I was honestly very impressed with their 4-4-2. Like, when I was making notes for this game, I have multiple pointers talking about how well disciplined and how well drilled their 4-4-2 was. They weren't pressing. They had the clear intention that they are not going to jump into press. They wanted France to come at them. They were sitting in their block. Their lines were compact. As soon as the ball went in between their midfield and defensive line, they would just swarm and try to regain the ball and then jump into a counter attack. And the wide midfielders like Cherry Holland had a really good performance as well. Whenever the ball went forward, she was running up. When it went back, she was running back to help the fullback. Really, really good performance. Like, I was honestly very impressed. And to give you an idea of sort of, Jess Fishlock's longevity, she was like 6 years or something ago, she was playing. She won a Champions League final playing with Lyon, and at that time Selma Basha was in the squad. She was 18, and today Selma Basha is playing in the same game as her at the Euros when she's 38. it's, she has seen it all. Basically, she has seen women's football develop at an at a crazy rate. She has seen the game develop in her own country. She has taken her country to new heights, and honestly, great person as well. So, hats off to her. And I couldn't be happier for to see, somebody like her scoring her nation's first goal at a major tournament. Completely deserved. She has to be in those history books. So very, very happy for her. But let's talk about what this pod is all about. Let's talk about Sandie Toletti, who was the only Madridista who featured in this game. No Maire Lacrar. That France backline is being chopped and chipped every game. They are being changed. Coming into the tournament, I felt like Mbok and Lacrar will be the two go-to, but first game it was Lacrar and Sombath. This game it was Sombath and somebody else. So, it's all they are changing a lot, and that backline has looked a little shaky. But talking about Toletti, I think once again, pretty professional performance. She did not have much pressure on the ball because Wales weren't pressing. So she could easily receive the ball from her defenders and then look to find those passes. And I think, in the second half, especially first half, France struggled a little bit to break that 4-4-2 down. And in the second half as well, they had their struggles. But whenever they did, it was through those quick side movements that they found somebody wide, and then there were 2-3 players making runs in behind. It was Marjorie making a run, it was Clara Matteo making a run, Diani making a run, Mallard making a run. So they had options in behind to just sort of play around the block, which they did very well. And I think Toletti, I think she barely misplaced any passes because she did not take many risks, because there wasn't much pressure, so she could easily pick her passes. I think she misplaced like one or two passes. I'm not sure. I'll have to check the stats, but I'm pretty sure she did not miss more than 2 or 3 passes in the entire
Great.
game. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, because there was no pressure, she was easily able to pick her passes, her options, and she did very well. Subbed off in the 77th minute, and I think she's going to play the next game. I was quite surprised when she did not start the first one. But yeah, what did you make of her performance?
Yeah, I'll just add on to yours. I noticed like she was at the back, like building from the back side,
Yeah.
and she would stay there until it was stable for France to move forward. And once it was stable, and she would also move with the ball up, well, with the play, which would move up and receive the ball back and combine with someone near the penalty area even. So yeah, she would always, and if the ball was quickly coming back and returning at the back, she would also make sure that she's providing support as well. And yeah, I mean, it is another very professional Sandie Toletti performance. Something we're used to seeing her, follow the line of play constantly and look around her and the control and those turns and everything. So yeah, the only interesting thing, like you kind of think, was for me like that backline thing, and really, really um looking at the stability of the defense. So yeah, good call, honestly, as well.
Yeah, I mean, professional performance, nothing much to add. I think the other player that I was really impressed with, and I have been impressed with her for a very long time now, she has been doing exceptionally well in France, is obviously Clara Matteo.
Mm.
Really good. I think, she has elevated herself to be, in my opinion, currently one of the best strikers in the world, given how she has performed this season, given how she has been performing for the last couple of seasons. I think she's definitely one of the top strikers in the world. And the thing is, like, she's not an out and out striker. She gets involved in the build up. She likes to, link play as well, right outside the box. Scored the first goal in this game. Pretty very good. Like, honestly, she was so class. There was this one pass that she picked from outside the box, where Mallard missed her opportunity to shoot, but that was a really good line breaking pass. So very complete sort of forward. And she's this late bloomer, I would say, a little. But yeah, I mean, she doesn't get the plaudits that she deserves, because she plays for Paris FC, and not a lot of eyeballs on her yet, but yeah, I mean, honestly, very, very good performance from her. But yeah, tomorrow once again, we have
Group A.
Group A, which is the final match day. So I think the games will begin at the same time. And
The
yeah,
later.
we are heading to the end of the group stages. It's almost the knockouts are about to begin. We almost have a lot of the teams, but there are a couple of spots still to be fought for, and that will make it very interesting, especially in Group B. And if somehow Netherlands can find something in the final match day against France, then Group D can also be very, very fun heading into the last one. So yeah, keep an eye for that. We will, as always, be recording these for every single time a Madridista is in action. So yeah, we don't have anyone in Group A. So we will be back when Group B kicks off, which can be a little dramatic on the day, because given how Italy and Portugal played that draw recently, it has spiced things up. So keep an eye out for that. We will be back with the next one. Thank you for listening. And until next time, Ala Madrid.
Ala Madrid.